Hawk fans, this is going to serve as a quick update. There's been a few more names that have entered the transfer portal, and I just kind of want to clear the air on players entering the transfer portal. Transfer portal. Transfer portal. So I think the players that I have not listed that have decided to hit the portal, let me get one of these Hawkeye websites up. I believe one of them was Riley Mulvey. I thought that he was done. I thought he was a senior. Maybe he has a redshirt year. Maybe I don't believe he was ever injured. You know what? I think he played his freshman year. He actually enrolled in Iowa a year before he needed to. Because a scholarship spot opened up kind of late in the process for Iowa. I don't know if you guys remember this. I can't remember who it was that left, but it was fairly late in the process. And it was kind of as we were coming out of COOF. And so he was actually a junior, skipped his senior year, and enrolled at Iowa. So, and then his second year at Iowa, he redshirted. So there's a good chance that he was going to hit the transfer portal regardless. Former four-star small forward. This was a big get for Fran McCaffery with his familial connection. His dad, JR, had played at Iowa. Cooper had some major Big Ten schools after him. He was a four-star Midwestern recruit, Purdue. I believe Indiana was in on him. Illinois. He did have some big offers, pretty much all the Big Ten schools after him. The most notable would probably be Josh Dix. I think he was Iowa's best player, most talent. Well, let me take that back. Maybe not most productive, but dang near close. I believe he was the most talented player on Iowa's roster. Peyton Sandfort made a comment that he believes that he will play in the NBA someday, and I tend to agree with that, given the right situation. So I believe those are the names, and then it's also, I'm just looking at my computer behind, it's also expected that Lajai Dembele is going to enter into the transfer portal. So here's the thing, guys. All these players, regardless, and I've already said this before, all of them were going to play for a new coach next year. That's just all there is to it. With Fran McCaffery gone, I've been looking at Facebook comments and things like that, and a lot of people seem to be surprised by all these players hitting the transfer portal. Pretty much every Iowa scholarship player has entered their name in the transfer portal. I'd have to look at their roster real quick to see. Actually, you know what? I have it right here. I can get it pulled up. But at this point, I definitely say half. Let's just go through it. Evan Bronze graduated. Brock Harding, transfer portal. Drew Thelwell graduated. Josh Dix, transfer portal. Seydou Traore has not, but he was a transfer from last year. And I do like his upside. I like that Iowa landed him in the transfer portal. Cooper Koch gone. Lajai Dembele, as of now, still on the Iowa roster. Carter Kingsbury, as of now, still on the Iowa roster. Price Sandfort, transfer portal. Owen Freeman, transfer portal. Chris Taggio, as of now, still on the Iowa roster. Transfer Isaiah Johnson Arrigu, who played at Miami last year and was a high 3-star, low 4-star small forward prospect that transferred to Iowa mid-year. He is still on the Iowa roster. Riley Mulvey, transfer portal. So I would say over half of the scholarship guys are gone. I'm not going to do the math in my head right now. But as far as Isaiah goes, I did a video on him. Fran McCaffrey recruited him out of high school. He's out of the state of Minnesota, but he ended up choosing to play for Jim Larinaga. So here's the thing, guys. This is going to be a short, quick video. A lot of Iowa fans are viewing this in terms of what used to be. And I understand it, because there are a lot of fans that are older, and a majority of their life, college sports, and including mine, has been a certain framework and has operated a certain way. But of course, for me, it's less time because I'm younger, and so but it can be difficult to alter in your mind. Bottom line is, it is different. It is not what it used to be. Okay. With NIL, with not losing a year if you transfer, or having to sit out a year. It's not losing a year. It's sitting out a year if you hit the transfer portal, or not. I don't even think it was called that back then. If you decided to transfer, you used to have to sit out a year. Those are gone. So what that means is players in all these sports have way more mobility and fluidity than ever before. And then you add in name, image, and likeness, especially if they are at a Power 4 school, and you get a situation where it's like, yeah, when the coach leaves, a coach that they chose to play for, yeah, they are going to test what they can get on the open market. It's what almost anybody would do in the job market. If there was a boss or a company that they really enjoyed, and there were wholesale changes that were being made, it's just the way it is now, guys. This is not an Iowa thing. This is going to be the case across the board. Now, I will say, because Iowa lacks tremendous NIL money and resources, Iowa was probably more susceptible to this than maybe other schools like a North Carolina or Duke and so. But even then, I'm not sure that that's true, because at the end of the day, all of these players at the Power 4 level, and really, if you're a top player at your Division I school, you and your coach leaves, you are going to want to test what you can get on the open market. And that includes them being open to whatever the new head coach is at Iowa, and maybe being able to restructure whatever they got. I don't think that that's likely, because unfortunately now all these players have a completely open mind to other deals that they can get elsewhere. And as we have seen, unfortunately, Iowa is not at the top. But you never know. I mean, there might be changes and other competing factors that would allow them to get a better deal if they just came back to Iowa. It's too much to get into, but it's just the way it is, guys. It's not just an Iowa thing, okay? This is, I think a lot of Iowa fans are like thinking to themselves that this happening means that maybe it was a mistake getting rid of Fran McCaffrey and this and that. It's just not true. No matter what university, no matter what university did this, no matter what team, especially at the Power 4 level, half the roster is going to be gone. They are going to test what they can get on the open market, and see if maybe there's a better option out there, a coach that they've always been curious about playing for, and to give them a try and give them a listen. It's just the way it is. If the coach doesn't leave, all these players are receiving deals, especially if they are contributors and proven commodities at the Power 4 level. This is just how it is. So they're going to get on the market. They're going to see what they can gain. They're going to hear pitches and things like that. And I do think, unfortunately, because Iowa is not at the top when it comes to the resources, it's a little bit harder for them to hold on to some of these guys and make certain promises. because it's likely that a lot of these guys, especially if they were starters, probably will be able to get a better deal elsewhere. So it's just this is the new era of college sports, guys. And it's not necessarily a coaching thing. It's not necessarily just because Fran McCaffrey left. This is just how it is every single year. Fran McCaffrey made comments before the season ended, before he was fired, that they were going to have conversations with players, and they were going to have to, every single year it's a battle to hold on to their players. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. I just wanted to do a quick video on that. There's not a ton of updates as far as the coaching situation goes, but of course I'll keep you guys apprised. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and of course, DBAP, don't be a pussy willow, and facts your feelings because your feelings just matter. Love you, Hawk fans. See you guys next time. Bye-bye. Go Hawks.